Hi guys, welcome to Real Talks with Kings. Today we are coming to you via Zoom because of the obvious reasons, COVID-19. So some people we cannot interview in person. I know I was away for 1 week also. I was not feeling well as well, but we are back now. And we have a special guest on the show. Thank you so much for the love we've been receiving on the channel. I realize that so many people have been engaging in the channel. Please keep liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. So I'm going to ask my guest to introduce herself, and then I will introduce the topic of the day. Welcome, Me.
Hello, Real Talk viewers. My name is Matsidi Somanung. I'm originally from Lesotho, but currently based in Joburg. I am married with 3 kids and also a COVID survivor. And okay, I forgot to say that we are sisters. She's my sister, my younger sister.
Thank you so much, TD, for coming to the show. So, viewers, today I invited my sister to the channel to talk about her experience with COVID-19. She had COVID-19 for the past, I think, 3 weeks. She will explain, and the whole family of Palati had COVID-19. So I wanted her to come to the channel, as we all know that so many families are struggling with the disease, so that she explains how was the experience and everything that has to do with COVID-19. So TD, thank you for coming to the channel. Can you please start us off? I will ask you the first question. So how did you know you had COVID-19 and how long did it last?
Okay, thank you for the question. Initially, my kids were just fluish. I just saw the flu symptoms. They were coughing. They looked a bit tired. And then I started just giving them just home remedies. And then I saw that they were not getting better. So then we decided to take them in to see the doctor. That's when I found out that they were COVID positive.
So how old are your kids for the viewers?
Initially, I took in my 15-year-old and my 7-year-old, and then took the other one, the 10-year-old, later on.
Okay. So 2 of your kids, the oldest one, the 15 and the 7, tested positive first.
Yes.
And then the one in the middle also had symptoms, and then you had to take her in. She also tested positive.
I took her in later on because she was okay. She seemed okay. So at that time, it was only 2 of my kids who had COVID. Sorry, who were fluish. So I only took her later after I could also see the symptoms.
Okay. Can you explain to the viewers what were some of the symptoms that the 2 kids had?
Okay, first and foremost, they were mostly coughing, and then they were just a bit tired. And then what other symptoms? It was mostly the flu symptoms, sore throat, and then they were feverish. The minute we got to the doctor's rooms, their temperature was taken and it was too high. And then we were taken to an isolation room. That's when the doctor decided to do the test. And then boom, they were found to be positive.
Okay. So the 2 kids are found to be positive. Can you run us through what happened when you also discovered you had COVID? Did your husband had any symptoms as well?
Funny enough, when I took my kids in, I seemed okay. I can't really say I had any symptoms, except for I was just feeling mostly tired for the past so many days. So I just didn't take it I didn't think it was anything serious. So I just took my kids in, went to the doctor. And even when I was at the doctor's rooms, I still felt okay. So after taking my kids into test, and then I found out they were positive. I think it was on a Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, we were home and I was taking care of those 2 kids. But come Monday, I felt like, no, man, I'm still not okay. I'm feeling a bit fluish as well. Like the fatigue is not going away. So I said, okay, let me just go back to the doctor and I already thought or already knew, okay, I'm going to treat myself as a positive COVID patient, but without taking any meds, just home remedies. But then come Monday, I went back to the doctor and I also told him, I've been taking care of my kids over the weekend. I'm not feeling okay myself. So he went on and tested me as well, but I already knew I was positive. So, and then he prescribed some medication for me. That's how I found out. My husband also got tested and my other kid. So all 5 of us in the house were positive.
Oh my God. Okay, so now 5 of you tested positive. It's you, your husband, and the 3 kids. You all test positive. So what were some of the precautionary measures that the doctor told you to do? Because we already know that you can't go outside. You have to isolate. Tell us the experience of isolating as the whole family. You can't go out. Probably you have to order online. You can't go and buy anything. The type of support you had to receive. Run us through that.
Okay, it was a bit hectic for me, I would say, because now it's me, I'm sick. My husband is also sick, but he wasn't so bad. And then there's 3 kids to take care of. So it wasn't really easy because I was tired. My body was aching all over. I didn't have any sense of taste. I would cook for the kids, but I didn't know, was the food salty or not? Was it sweet? I really had no idea how it felt. So what we did, there wasn't anything specific that the doctor said in my case. We were just given prescription medication. We got it from the pharmacy for all 5 of us. And then from there, we just made sure we were warm all the time. But the funny thing is with COVID, you have to keep warm, take warm liquids, but at the same time, ventilation is also very important. So we would also open up the windows whenever we can. Mind you, it's winter, but we had no choice. So it was a heater on the side and at the same time open windows. But otherwise, we just had healthy food, took our medication as prescribed, and then your home remedies like your lemon and honey. That's what we would drink every day. And then people would also say that we must also try steaming with eucalyptus oil. I don't know if it's been approved, but that's what I did once in a while.
You steamed a lot. Was it just you and your husband, or even the kids had to steam?
The kids tried, but they just couldn't. So it was just mostly me. And once in a while, my husband.
Were any of you, amongst the 5 of you, did we have anyone with shortness of breath? Because I hear so many people, that is like the most hectic symptom, having shortness of breath. Did any of you have that?
I think we got lucky because we were still okay. None of us had any shortness of breath. The only thing that was common amongst all of us, sore throat, coughing, that was mostly what was common, and then the body ache. Those were the common symptoms amongst all 5 of us.
I hear so many people with this 3rd wave, they struggle of headaches, fatigue, and back pain. So those were the common symptoms amongst you.
Correct. Yes.
Back pains.
Those constant headaches.
Okay. So tell us, because now you guys live in Johannesburg and your family is in Lesotho, a lot of us worry a lot. I was, obviously, as your sister, I was very, very worried. I kept calling, and we all know when you don't answer phones, it's quite scary for us, because even in South Africa and Lesotho, so many people have passed on when they had COVID, and we are really worried. I know I couldn't function for a while because I kept worrying if you guys are going to be fine, who's going to take care of you. So how did you manage, even the fear surrounding the fact that the whole family had COVID? You would have loved to take care of them, but now you also had your fatigue, your symptoms. All of you have to take care of each other. How did you survive as a family?
To be honest with you, it wasn't easy. There was a time whereby I wished my mom was around, or any family member, or just even anyone who can assist with just the house chores, the cooking, so that I can just rest as much as I could. But I guess as a family, we needed to work around it. But the support that I got was enormous. The few friends and family who knew that I was going through this COVID thing, I got mostly emotional support, because people would check in on me almost every day, including you. There were video calls, audio calls. So I got the enormous support, but physically, I was very, very exhausted. So we had to help each other out. But what I noticed with kids, they recovered so quick. Within the next few days, they were up and running around. So with kids, I've noticed that COVID recovers quickly. You recover quickly from COVID as a child.
Okay. So the kids recovered first, and then it was just the two of you.
Yes, I think amongst the five of us, it hit me hard the most. Yes, because I was the last to recover. Yeah.
So after how long were you all cleared to say now you don't have the disease, you can go on with your day-to-day chores?
We isolated. At the current moment, it looks like we are supposed to be isolating for 10 days, but we opted for those 14 days just to be on the safe side. We never had to go back and test again. My husband is the only one who went back because it's his work requirement to test before he can go into the office. So when he tested, that I think, 14 days after COVID, he tested negative.
Oh, okay. Okay. What would you say to people who are suffering from COVID? Because we know so many families are affected. Sometimes it's one person in the family. Sometimes it's the whole family like you guys. What would you say to them? There's so many news going around. We are checking the numbers. We're increasing, especially in Johannesburg and Lesotho. As we currently speak, we have like a mini lockdown because we have so many cases. What would you say to them, especially to keep a positive mind? Because I hear with COVID-19, it's a mental battle.
Okay, what I would say to them that don't take isolation for granted. If you are asked to isolate, just do that, just to keep yourself and other people safe. Also, continue taking your meds until they are finished. And what I would also say with this COVID thing, like you are saying, it's a mental issue. What I did during this time, try to stay away from the news because they're just going to mess up your head, because every time you switch on any channel, people are dying from COVID. So that can also mess up with your head. So try to limit how much of the news or social media that you are consuming at the time, because you need to be in the right mental state when you are suffering from COVID. You also need to also believe that you'll be okay. Keep doing your affirmations and believe that you'll get through it. That's what I used to do. And also don't forget to pray, guys. It's important.
Oh my God. We thank the Lord that you survived. We've been praying nonstop.
Yeah, it's important to pray, guys. It's very important. Take your meds and also pray, because God is the giver of life more than anything.
And then when it comes to kids, for those parents that have kids with COVID as well, I know a lot of parents, obviously, for obvious reasons, they would panic when their kids have COVID-19. COVID is quite scary. What would you say to them, especially just for the kids?
What I've noticed, these kids of today are very much well informed. So what I would say, encourage your kids, let them be in a positive mind at all times. With my kids, I used to do affirmations with them to say, I'm healed, I'm getting better every day. So it really helps to keep them in a positive state. But I would also say again that stay away from negative news, especially the COVID statistics, because it's also going to scare the kids away. So just tell them, no, it's just flu. Yes, it's COVID, but you will recover and you will be fine. You just need to believe it.
Okay. Thank you so much, CD, for coming to the channel. We really learned a lot from you guys. And like I said, we thank the Lord that you guys recovered. We know that the disease is all over the world, globally. So many statistics are telling us that people have been losing their lives. But we really thank you for surviving COVID. And we hope that this video will appeal to many more other people who have the disease to know that they can also recover as individuals and as the whole family.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Please don't forget to social distance. Don't forget to sanitize. And also don't forget to put your mask on. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, viewers, thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in our next episode in the month of August, and we'll be celebrating Women's Month. Thank you for watching. Keep liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. See you in our next video. Bye for now.